I'm Reginald Williams. I was originally Rolfed by Robert DePork and Dr. Ida P. Rolfe about 30-something years ago. I was roughly 10 or 11 years old. I was a young guy from North Philly, me and my brother JC. If you ever get a chance to see the book, you'll get it. We were definitely out of alignment. I didn't know much. I actually didn't know anything about Rolfing when I first met Robert and Dr. Rolfe. They asked us to take off our clothes, and we were a little nervous about that, being so young and from where we were. But on our mom request, she made us comfortable in doing everything. We got Rolfed over the next 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks. Some of it was painful, but some of it was actually pretty smooth and comforting.
2 of my boys were Rolfed over 5 years ago. Before Reginald and Jesse were Rolfed, Reginald was very hyper. He was very destructive, had a very negative view or attitude towards his brother and his sisters and myself. Jesse, which he likes to be called JC, was very withdrawn. He had very often very big splurges of disappointment, feeling bad about himself. After they were off, they were very much outgoing, were able to express themselves verbally.
I see the benefit of it. I was very aggressive, very mischievous, as my mom told Robert and Dr. Rolfe when we first were Rolfed. And my brother was just as bad, if not worse. I've since gained a lot of focus with my life after I was Rolfed. I think I came back to see Robert every year, every couple of years after he was taking pictures of me. Hopefully he's seen a change in me as well. And my life has turned out to be pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with the way I turned out. I don't know where I would be if I wasn't Rolfed, and that's the God's honest truth. I don't know what my life would have turned out to be. Robert actually gave me my first real job, working for him, going fouling. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something down here. And he encouraged me to continue my education. So, but I think I do. And as I told the guys before, he straightened me out in more ways than one. So I'm very, very, very appreciative of that. My son is Antonio George Williams, named after his great-grandfather. Robert asked me to explain why I would like to have Antonio Rolfe, which is pretty simple. I actually get the promise of Rolfing children. Antonio, stop it. I get the promise of Rolfing children because I was one of the original kids Rolfed. And son, this is why I want my child Rolfed. The middle to the latter sessions, we've noticed a significant change in his behavior. He's pretty well behaved now, very well mannered, and in school he's exceeding far beyond our expectations, which is wonderful. And it's been a true blessing that he's got Rolfe. So I want to thank you, Robert, for Rolfing Antonio. I really appreciate it, man. I know the changes it made in my life, so I only can imagine what it's going to do for him. And I really mean that. Okay. All right. First time he got Rolfed, I took him over to his mother's best friend's house, and she called me up the next day because I know her as well. She called me the next day and said, "Listen, what's going on with Antonio? He said he jumped on my couch and said something to me that sounded like an adult. He put his hands behind his head and said, I just had a great massage." Remember that, Antonio? And she was like, "What's going on? You got about the massage?" I had to explain to her what Rolfing was, and now I'm going to be using the tape, as I was discussing with you, to show her for her 3 kids.